Welcome back to Today in Design and SEO Marketing, the podcast you need. I'm Ron Wicker, and right up front, have you ever lost a sale because the checkout button wasn't reachable by keyboard? We heard from a listener last week who watched qualified leads drop off when the focus jumped past the payment step. That stung, and it's exactly why we're here. Today, 5 accessibility-first fixes that actually move SEO and conversion needles. Quick promise, ship these in a sprint, measure in 2 to 6 weeks, and see lift without a full rewrite. Ready? Let's dive in.
I love that opener, Ron. I'm Mitzi Roach, SEO manager, obsessive about signals that matter. For listeners, expect measurable wins like indexed impressions, image-driven clicks, and form completion lift. We'll give each fix a one-step implementation, the KPI to watch in the next few weeks, and a rollout tip if your team has mixed knowledge. Let's dive in.
Point 1. Semantic structure and headings. This is the lowest hassle, highest clarity win. Use a proper heading hierarchy and ARIA landmark roles so crawlers and keyboard users see the page the same way humans do.
Exactly. One-step implementation. Audit your top landing pages and ensure there's a single H1, logical H2, H3 progression, and header landmarks for main and nav. Tools like Simple HTML Validator or a headless DOM check catch most problems fast.
Monitoring KPI, indexed landing impressions, and average position for those pages. If semantics improved, you'll often see impressions and better snippets within a couple of weeks. 2 to 6 weeks is reasonable. Rollout tip. Start with the highest traffic funnels and use feature flags or CMS preview to stage changes. That's great. Small steps, measurable results.
And a quick ops tip, if your CMS templatizes headings inconsistently, make a single template change instead of dozens of page edits. One coordinated commit can fix hundreds of pages. Most definitely, that's where teams get leverage. Point 2, alt text and descriptive media. This is more than an A111 checkbox. It unlocks image search and helps assistive tech users. Good alt text should describe function, not visual trivia. One-step implementation. For your top 20 product or landing images, write intent-focused alt text and add captions where helpful. For decorative images, mark them as decorative so they're skipped by screen readers.
KPI here is image-driven impressions and clicks from image search. On product-heavy sites, you can see traffic shifts quickly. Rollout tip. Pair an SEO person with a content editor. One writes intent-driven alts. The other validates tone and keyword relevance. 100% worth doing.
Point 3. Accessible forms that convert. Forms are conversion lifeblood. Labels, clear error messaging, and focus management cut abandonment. If a user can't tab logically through a checkout, they quit. One-step change. Add explicit label elements to each input. Ensure server-side and inline error messages are announced, and set focus on the first error field. Simple ARIA live regions plus focus management go a long way.
Measure form completion rate and time to complete as the KPI. You should instrument both analytics events and a small cohort of session replays to catch UX edge cases. I hear you. These are often the places teams see the biggest dollar impact.
Rollout tip. Feature flag the improved form and run it against your baseline for a week. If completion improves, ship it. If not, iterate on microcopy or input patterns. That controlled approach prevents massive rewrites, and it's how you win pragmatically.
Point 4, mobile touch targets, contrast, and microcopy. These micro UX fixes protect conversions on small screens. Bigger buttons, clear affordances, and contrast make actions obvious for everyone.
One-step implementation. Audit primary CTAs on mobile and ensure minimum touch target size and 4.5 to 1 contrast for body text. If a CTA is tiny or low contrast, bump padding and test. Microcopy is often overlooked. Replace vague submit with complete purchase or get my plan where it aligns.
KPI to watch, mobile bounce rate, and click-through on primary CTAs. Rollout tip, A/B test the microcopy change first, then padding and contrast improvements. Small visual changes reduce accidental taps and frustration. That's a conversion win.
Point 5. Automated audits plus lightweight user tests. Don't rely only on tooling. Combine automated checks like Axe or Wave with a 5-person keyboard voice test to catch real-world issues. One-step plan: run an automated scan for your top landing pages, and then schedule 5 short remote sessions where users navigate key tasks with keyboard and voice controls. Measurement hooks: track failures reported and correlate with analytic drop-offs.
Those tests flag the high-impact, low-effort fixes. Rollout tip: work in 2-week sprints. Pick a funnel, run scans on day 1, ship fixes by the end of week 2, then measure the KPI for the following 2 to 6 weeks. That incremental cadence keeps risk low and momentum high.
Case snapshot. A mid-market e-commerce client fixed heading structure, improved top product alt text, and made their checkout form announce errors and focus correctly. Within 4 weeks, they saw a 12% lift in form completion and roughly 8% more organic impressions for targeted landing pages. That mix of technical and content changes was the key.
Resources. We've put a 1-page accessibility checklist in the show notes that mirrors everything we covered: the quick audits, the 1-step implementations, and the KPIs. If you want help running an audit or a pilot sprint, Think It Media can jump in and run a focused pilot on your highest traffic funnel.
One tactical step to run today: pick your single highest traffic landing page and check it for one issue. Is there exactly one H1? If not, fix that. If yes, move to alt text for the hero image. Little wins compound quickly. I hear you. Start small, measure, then expand.
All right, that's our 10-minute playbook. If this landed for you, subscribe to Today in Design and SEO Marketing. Grab the checklist in the show notes, and if you want a hands-on pilot, reach out to Think It Media. Thanks for listening, and remember, accessibility isn't just compliance, it's conversion and discovery. Let's talk about this.